Hi everyone, Kerryn here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's energy forecast and spiritual insights for Monday the 3rd of April through until Sunday the 9th of April 2023. As we move into this week ahead, on the 5th of April, we have what's called Sun conjunct Chiron. So the asteroid Chiron, known as the wounded healer, will be meeting with our sun. So what this is doing is this is highlighting. So Chiron is highlighting for us the deep wounds that are inside of us, that we carry with us, that scar our hearts, that we carry in our energy fields, that we bury deep into our bodies. Because let's be honest, sometimes those wounds can just feel so raw and so deep and so big at times that we avoid, I guess, connecting in with that. We avoid allowing it to rise to the surface for healing and transformation, for fear of what that might do to us. How will we deal with that? How will we cope with that? What emotions is that going to bring with it? Perhaps there's shame, fear, vulnerability, hurt, sadness, grief. And so on the 5th of April, this juncture, this meeting of the sun and the asteroid Chiron, is really going to shine a light on those wounds. And it's done in a way, it's done in a loving way. Chiron teaches us. And there's a real shamanic energy, a real shamanic feel about Chiron, because Chiron has the ability to guide us on a journey through the beyond the realms in order for us to gain the learnings and the teachings. The shaman guides you on a journey to your ancestors so that you can meet with your ancestors and bring back into this reality, into this now, the lessons and the teachings and the insights and the understandings. And so this is also an opportunity for rebirthing, for growth, for transformation. And this flows into the Libra full moon that is occurring in the Southern Hemisphere in Melbourne time, 2:34 p.m. on April 6th. So there's a beautiful healing energy that is flowing into this full moon in Libra. And so as that energy flows in with the full moon, there is the opportunity for healing breakthroughs to take place. There is the opportunity for you to meet, this full moon with the energy coming through from Chiron is really offering you the opportunity to find the strength and the compassion within you, to have that self inward reflection, that inward self-reflection, the self-awareness of the wounds that are perhaps keeping you stuck, that are perhaps preventing you from moving forward in your life, and perhaps they're on repeat also. This full moon focuses also, influence of Libra, on relationships and your interactions with others and yourself. And as our wounds can really prevent us from having trust in ourselves or others, they can prevent us from really fully opening our hearts to allow love in, to allow opportunities and life force to flow in. And Chiron also, the influence of Chiron in this full moon is really highlighting to you that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Therefore, you have the ability to coexist, to cohabit this human experience with those wounds. They're a part of who you are. They have been instrumental in creating the version of you that you are now. And we can still experience wholeness and love and connection and while being wounded. The messaging really is that your wounds do not prevent you from being whole. And so Chiron teaches us that instead of trying to fix or resolve or put back together that which is deeply hidden, the invitation is, can you sit and be fully present with the version of who you are now that includes the wounding, the hurts, the pain, the suffering? And allow yourself to hold your arms around yourself and accept all aspects and parts of who you are. To offer some kindness and understanding and compassion to those elements of you that you perhaps have been avoiding or hiding, pushing down. I want to say those parts of yourself that feel too heavy or hard or big to observe and look at. And the healing message also is that from that place, you can still live a full, purposeful, amazing, loving life. And if you are willing to do the work during this Libra full moon, then there will be such incredible light shone, healing light shone on all areas and aspects of who you are. And from this evolutionary, transformational leap, because we are in eclipse season and the energies are the vibrations are much higher, the energies are much stronger, and the opportunity for incredible transformation and growth is available to all of us. And this will support you in being able to experience deeper, more meaningful, and authentic connections with yourself and others. And as we move further into the week on April 8th, Mercury is starting to slow down. It's entering the pre-retrograde phase. It's coming into the shadow. And Mercury is the messenger. It gets a bad rap, but Mercury is one of our greatest teachers. It is a messenger. And in this pre-retrograde phase, it's going to highlight for you the messages of your intuition, your higher self, your angels, your guides, the universe around you, the world around you, spirit, messages that you have perhaps not been acknowledging, paying attention to, accepting. You know, each time that we accept an intuitive message from our higher self, you are strengthening your connection to your higher self, your intuition. Each time you ignore your intuitive messages that you're receiving all the time from your soul, your higher self, from source consciousness, then you're missing a beautiful opportunity, firstly. And secondly, you are sending the message to your subconscious that you're not intuitive, or that it's not a real message, or that you can't trust or believe in that message or an intuition that you're receiving. So next time you think about ignoring your intuition, or you don't believe it to be true, or you questioning it with your logical mind, just take a moment to step back and take a breath. And just ask yourself, what if it was possible that this was a real message from my higher self? What if it was possible for me to be open to receiving the messages of my intuition and my higher self? Because what will happen is it will continue, whatever is within you that is wanting your attention, is wanting to be heard and seen by you, will continue to find a way to rise up. And the louder and stronger it gets, the more intense the situations or experiences for you will be. So be kind and gentle with yourself and be brave enough to allow yourself to tune into the intuitive messages that are coming forth from your body, from your wounds, from your inner child, from your higher self. All right, so I'm asking my beautiful guides to reveal to us what are the energetics that we'll be working with this week. What energy can we expect, and how can we work with that in the week ahead, in addition to what we've already covered? All right. The Holy Grail has come up again. I'm sure this came up last week. So this is when a message continues to come up. It's revealing to us the importance of taking action on that and working with that at this time. Inner discovery. People, it's so important for us to be doing the work right now. I recently attended an incredible day with Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he said something to me that really stuck. We are living in a time in history where it's no longer good enough to know. We have to be doing. We have to be implementing all of what we've learned on our personal and spiritual journeys, all that we have learned as human beings. It's time to be putting into practice what we have learned, what we know. And this, I feel, is very pertinent right now. It's so important for all of you, all of us, to be doing the inner work right now, because what we change and heal within ourselves, we change and heal within the collective. And this is what the world needs right now. Finding sacredness, you are a sacred being. The sacredness is the inner temple of your being, your heart. Connecting into the divinity, the divine aspect of who you are through connecting through the breath, through meditation into your heart. And the reminder also that you are what you seek. Everything that you require to heal, to evolve, to transform, to move forward in your life, to know yourself and understand the world is inside of you. That is where the answers can be found. So with the healing energies that are around this week, what I'm asking for is an additional message of healing for us all. What is it that you would have us know? What would you have us understand and work with? What can we have that will support us in our healing journeys this week? Surrender to the sweetness. Oh, yes, such a beautiful reminder. And this is Venus energy. Well, what does Venus represent? Beauty. Beauty of ourselves, of others around us, of the world around us. Pleasure, joy, and tuning into being in love with life. Being in love with, and the way that you can do that is to have thanks and gratitude each day. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude for who you are. Gratitude for the home that you have, for the relationships that you have, for the support that you have, for the beauty in your world, and bring that beauty in, beautifying your thoughts, being mindful of your thoughts, and how can you be kinder in the way that you speak to yourself? What are some words that your inner child, your inner being wants to hear? What is the truest essence of you? What is your deepest desire, your deepest yearning? And ask yourself, how can I give this to myself through the lens, through the actions, through the words, through the being of compassion and kindness, gentleness and love. Such a beautiful message. All right, and the goddess that we can invite into our meditations, into our heart space, the goddess that wishes to step forward to hold our hands and support us in all that is coming up in the week ahead. Oh, yes. Green Tara. I adore Green Tara. I have Green Tara here somewhere. I can't reach her right now. She's on my desk. The Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. So Green Tara is here to guide and support you on your journey on the week ahead. The message that she has is that from the higher perspective of source consciousness, from the higher perspective of the realm of the goddess, from her higher perspective, we are not small, insignificant beings. So she's showing me and saying to me that you are not insignificant, you are not small. And through her eyes, she sees you as whole, complete, fully and deeply connected to your higher self, your soul, the divine. And that you have such an incredible resilience and strength and ability to overcome, to move beyond, to transform your life in all areas. She's saying that you are powerful beyond measure. You are so incredibly loved and lovable. That's her message for you. I hope that those messages serve you well. As always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. And I look forward to seeing you next week. So as always, please be kind and gentle with yourself. Namaste. Blessed be.